Welcome back, everybody. We're going to get started in just a minute here. Have some people trickling in from the waiting room. But I'm going to spotlight Allison and Sally. And when you guys are ready, feel free to take it away.
We're so grateful that you guys took the time to join us today for yet one more Zoom meeting and that you're here with us tonight to celebrate the Relay for Life of Menlo Park and Palo Alto. We had some great things going on today. Thank you all for walking, for making those delicious looking tarte tatin, and painting those rocks. We had so much fun sharing time together. So our theme this year was Harvest Hope. The theme of hope is more relevant this year than we could have ever imagined when we chose it. It has been a crazy year. Between the COVID pandemic, the wildfires, racial injustice protests, more wildfires, and now the upcoming elections, there's been a lot of great places that you could send your money. It has been a difficult time to remind people that we still need to support the Relay for Life and the American Cancer Society. I hope that anyone who hears the word "you have cancer" knows that we are here for them and feel supported by our efforts to fund the mission of ACS, including the 24-hour hotline, the Hope Lodges, and continued research. And you came through. You made today possible. So today is a reminder of why we do this work, and it's a celebration of all of the work that we put in to make this Relay for Life happen. And now I think we're going to turn it over to the survivors video that we had a little trouble playing this morning, and we're going to share that and enjoy that as we intended.
And while we're waiting for that, just to be reminded,
Yep.
cancer.
I'll get you back in.
It's okay.
Hi there, this is Blaine from the American Cancer Society, your staff partner for the Relay for Life of Menlo Park, and I'm a survivor.
I'm a survivor.
I'm a survivor.
I'm a survivor 3 times.
Hi, I'm Jim, and I'm a survivor.
I'm a survivor.
Hi, I'm Anita O'Hara. I was diagnosed with breast cancer, and it's gone now. I'm a survivor. Ha!
I'm a survivor.
I'm a survivor.
Hi, I'm Susan Simpson. I was diagnosed with stage 3 uterine cancer 2 years ago. Today, I'm a survivor.
I am a survivor.
I'm a survivor.
I'm a survivor.
I'm a cancer survivor. I'm proud to be with my family, living a wonderful life, and very grateful for each and every day.
All right, everybody. I'm so glad that we got to see that video. I'm sitting here with another survivor, my good friend, Stephanie Kirtland. Boy, am I glad she survived. Okay, and I want to give a special shout out to my son, Michael, whose picture is behind me, for doing the production work on that video. He is also a survivor.
Thank you, Michael.
And now, we would like to thank some people who have made this wonderful event possible. Our sponsors. Our presenting sponsors include a wonderful family, the Lusos. Agatha and Steve Luso have been friends with my husband since college. Steve and John were college roommates. So stay close to your college roommates. Facebook, I want you to know it took me 3 years to find the right person at Facebook, but we finally did. And she's a wonderful, wonderful person. And she has managed to convince them to give us a sponsorship for many years running now. And we are really, truly grateful. These are our presenting sponsors. At the bronze level, we have Stanford Medicine And we also have Duo Homes, just a great, great contribution from these two. And at the signature level, we have Genentech and Garden. Both of these companies are working to help us to address cancer, and they are therefore the most appropriate of sponsors. Really grateful for them. Thank you so much. And I'd also like to thank our media partners, 96.5 KOIT and 102.9 KBLX. And now I would like to turn it back over actually Blaine will turn it over to Erin. Erin, take it away. We're going for the Luminaria ceremony that we've all been waiting for.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Luminaria ceremony. For those who don't know me, my name is Erin Coley, and this is my 11th year relaying in honor of my mom. And I am the team captain for Team Slack. Go Team Slack! And I'm here to talk to you guys about the Luminaria. And so I'm gonna say two things. If you have either your phone flashlight or a real flashlight, I would recommend getting it out now. And if you wanna turn off your virtual background, please do. Hi, Carol. Our youth team this year undertook the Luminaria role. And so we wanna thank Carol, Max, Simone, and Sophie from the Menlo Park and Palo Alto youth team for decorating the Luminaria bags, taking care of the ordering online, and creating the slideshow that you guys will be seeing momentarily. And thanks to so many of you who sent in photos. The Luminaria ceremony is an opportunity for us to come together and remember why we are here at the American Cancer Society's Relay for Life. So first, I'd like to ask you to all respect the meaning of this ceremony by making sure you stay on mute throughout. And so we are going to honor and remember those who we've lost to cancer and honor, of course, our survivors. It is a time for us to reflect on how the disease has touched each of us personally, and it is a time for us to look inside ourselves with quiet reflection to find hope. No matter what our experience with cancer has been, everyone here shares the hope that we will one day live in a world where children and their children will never have to hear the words, "You have cancer." So now is the light up ceremony. So if you want to be on camera, that's how you'll participate in this. So pre-COVID-19, we would have handed out glow sticks, and at the appropriate time, I'm going to mention in a moment, you would have cracked open your glow sticks. But now we're going to be doing it with a flashlight. So this light will represent the light of hope within all of us here, the hope for cancer survivors, and the hope for a cure. Before I demonstrate how we are going to do this, I would like to ask each of you to switch to gallery view so you're not just seeing me, if you've not already done that. So I'm going to do that myself as well, I hope. Gallery view. Okay. So pull out your light source, such as a flashlight, as I already mentioned, and I will, in a moment, not yet, Michelle, in a moment when I read, you're going to use your flashlight for the item that represents you. So what brings us here to relay? So if you are a survivor, we celebrate you and ask that you light up your camera. If you're here for your mother, please light up your camera. If you're here for your father, light up your camera. If you're here for your brother, light up your camera. If you're here for your sister, please light up your camera. If you're here for your child, please light up your camera. If you're here for your spouse or partner, please light up your camera. If you're here for your grandparents, please light up your camera. If you're here for another family member or a friend, please light up your camera. So everyone take a moment and look at all of the lights. We recognize and honor all the lives with whom we light up this ceremony for. We will not forget those who have lost their battle, and they will always inspire us to light our way. We have different stories and experiences, but we all share in the hope for fighting for a cure. Thank you. You can all turn off your flashlight. So we'll have a moment of silence while we show the Luminaria slideshow. And as you watch, just as we've done for the light up ceremony, read the names, think of all the people, the courageous individuals who we are remembering, supporting, and honoring here tonight, along with the messages of hope and encouragement. so many beautiful luminaria and beautiful lives to celebrate and to honor. So we've reached the end of our luminaria ceremony. Thank you all for participating and for staying on mute. We hope that you enjoyed the slideshow and got a chance to see your luminaria donation decorations. I will now turn it over to Garima, who will introduce our next video presentation.
Thank you so much, Erin, for such an emotional video. I got emotional as well, just looking at the survivors and the people who've gone through all the pain. It was very touching. So good evening, everybody. At this point in time, I would like to share a video message by the CEO of the American Cancer Society, Gary Reedy. This video also highlights how important Relay for Life as an event for us today is, and also for the ACS. So yeah, let's go ahead and see the video.
Hi, I'm Gary Reedy, CEO of your American Cancer Society. And in these uncertain times, Relay for Life is more important than ever. And that's because cancer hasn't stopped, and neither have we. These are tough times for cancer patients who are more vulnerable to the COVID-19 virus. But your American Cancer Society is here providing information, guidance, and support 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You know, every Relay for Life that I've ever attended as a volunteer or as CEO, there's always a certain spirit that prevails, and that's the spirit of hope. So this relay tonight is not only providing hope to cancer patients, but also hope to our nation, which is so desperately needed. The hope and courage of American Cancer Society volunteers and staff has never been so strong. And I can sense it here tonight, and I can see it in your faces. So thank you for continuing to stand with cancer patients when they need you the most. And thank you for reminding all of us that hope will always prevail.
Hope will always prevail. Such an inspiring message from such an amazing man. This message is right in alignment with our theme for Relay for Life, which is harvesting hope. So at this point, let's all continue to stay hopeful as our ever ongoing fight against cancer continues on. Now, I'd like to hand it over to Blaine for the awards. Take it away, Blaine.
Thank you, Garima, and thank you everybody who's been presenting so far. I took my background away here so I can present some awards. Just like we do at Relay, when I'm usually walking around and updating all the stickers on your team signs, we're gonna go through first the team fundraising levels. So the teams that raised over $1,000, we have ETST, and one note about them is they got a $500 matching gift to get there. So remember, if anybody gets donations and your company matches, please submit those to help boost our event. Next on the Rising Stars list is the Cancer Cops, led up by Sharon. Also, our new team from Celia at Stanford, which was Team Charlton. Well done, Rising Stars. We bump up next to the $2,500 and up level, where we find Wonderland from our fearless leader, Allison, and also Whatever Works from Jill and her crew. So apparently to be bronze, you have to start your team with a W, because we had the Wonderland and the Whatever Works. So good job to you guys. Next, we bump up to gold. We're just passing right by silver. Put that in the rearview mirror. These are $5,000 teams. Incredible, incredible teams. MP Rotary Rocks, so Menlo Park Rotary, had a bunch of huge fundraisers this year, and also Maggie, our solo strider, all up to the gold level. This gets us to our top three, and they're all at different levels, But the third top fundraising team, drum roll please, is Team Slack. This is Aaron's team, a little bit higher there. They raised $7,745 with 10 participants, and what an amazing job you guys did. You're gonna have to cut this up into 10 pieces, I guess, because I'm gonna share it with everybody. It's a team award, right? Next, we have the Jade level. So this team level was $10,000 and more. And that goes to SRI International, our #2 team for the event. Roy and Sally, thank you for your leadership this year and for keeping this going with our relay for 26 years now, right? That's right, 26 years of relaying. If I had the data on all their donations, all their participants, it would be staggering, staggering. We love to have you guys on board. And the #1 team, this is the Emerald level. A little shout out from the Wizard of Oz, going to the Emerald level. And this team, the Cancer Moonshots, they raised $32,735 this year. And that wasn't a joke, $32,000. Amazing, amazing work. That is 40% of our event fundraising. So thank you to the Cancer Moonshots. Well, well done. I am going to share my screen to go through a few individual awards here. Within the individual award, or within the individual fundraising levels, we have the All-Star Club, and we also have the Grand Club. We'll start with the Grand Club today. So over $1,000 raised. Charles Schmuck, Stephanie Kirkland, who got there today, I believe, that's correct, and Karen Freiling. Amazing work. And this is the first relay, I think, that I've done where we have more All-Stars than Grand Club members, which is pretty amazing to think about. So I will rattle through the names here. Michelle Tsui, Allison Lemons, Jill, Alan Wiener, Aaron Coley, Maggie Dino, John Boggs, Sally Longyear, and Amy Boggs. And that #1 fundraiser, Amy, is worthy of a certificate and my autograph. So make some room on your refrigerator, Amy, because you got some awards coming your way, and not little awards. I'm talking the big awards. Got a few more to share here before I hand it over. So we had the Walk the Walk. We had a couple submissions here for people that walked during our fitness hour, and bummer if you didn't submit your steps, but that's okay. Our winner today of the Walk the Walk was Sharon Deli. She had 4,883 steps. And this was close. She only won by 384 steps. So I'm not sure if we should measure your steps and legs and put that against the second place person, but thank you guys for submitting those, and thank you for walking the walk today. Another activity award. So we had the most creative activity of the day, and it was very popular. This is a mandala rock painting with Jennifer. We had a good crew on there. I'm sure you guys will want to hold up your rocks after we get through this and show everybody the beautiful work you did, and the hope hope rocks that are going to be a nice memento moving forward and thinking back to this special day. So thank you again to Jennifer, Allison, and Sally for setting that up, and then everybody who also participated. Couple more here. This year was so successful because we had a good surge of new people involved with the event, many new ELT members and people that had big contributions. One stood out a little extra, and that is Jill. Jill had a big team. She's new to the event. She was a great fundraiser, led up her team, led an activity during the day today. So thank you, Jill, for being a rising star in our event. And you're not going anywhere, because we need you back next year. And that gets us to our social butterfly, Garima. Garima came in and took over our social media handle on 3 different platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. She made amazing, beautiful pieces with Canva to highlight all the local sponsors, the local fundraisers. So you are our social butterfly, Garima. Thank you for all the time you spent. I know I just shot off project after project to you, and you handled them all extremely well. And the last award we have for the night is the Youth Champion. As you guys heard earlier and saw throughout the day, the youth in this community had a huge part in this event, and they came together, they worked together. I know I wouldn't have worked with anybody in a rival high school when I grew up, but they came together for this cause, and we couldn't just have one because there were so many youth champions, but we want to spotlight 3 specifically. We had Caroline, who did an amazing job with the Luminaria video ahead of time and pulling all those pieces together that we saw this morning. And then Sophie and Simone, who did the Luminaria bags and the video that we just shared and saw. Whew. Okay, that was a mouthful. Thank you again to everybody. Amazing fundraising work throughout the day. Oh, one more shout out. I didn't make an award for this, but we had incredible fundraising throughout the day. You guys really read the email that we wrote out with all the power hour ideas of different things to do. But I know, Aaron, you raised over $700 today, I believe, through Facebook and different avenues. So thank you for doing that. Next, give me 1 second here. We're going to queue up a video from a volunteer at ACS to talk about the importance of fundraising, not just now, but moving forward for ACS and everything that these dollars do, because today's our celebration and it's been an amazing celebration, but the campaign and the fundraising continues to fund this mission that is so important to all of us. So I will share this video now and enjoy.
Hi, my name is Kelly Fryer, and I am proud to be a volunteer for the American Cancer Society alongside each and every one of you. First of all, thank you. Thank you for giving your time and your energy to this life-saving mission. A couple years after my parents were diagnosed, I joined the American Cancer Society as a volunteer. In 1995, unfortunately, I lost my father to prostate cancer. 6 months after he passed, my mother's breast cancer had metastasized to the lungs, the bone, and the brain. It was a devastating news. She was told, though, about a clinical trial that she would be eligible for. And I remember the oncologist, looked at me and just said very frankly, he said, I have no idea. We have no idea if this is going to work. It's brand new, but it's her only option. She lived 15 years thanks to that clinical trial. And when I found out the American Cancer Society had partially funded that clinical trial, I knew this was something I had to be part of. I wanted to be part of giving others hope like I felt during that darkest time. These are uncertain times, but one thing that is certain is that people are still being diagnosed. A good friend of mine was diagnosed just 2 weeks ago, and I can't imagine the added anxiety and stress of trying to navigate a cancer diagnosis with COVID-19. COVID-19 has left a huge gap in our ability to fund the mission, and we need your help. You may be asking, how can I stand in the gap? What can I do to help? We ask that you continue your individual fundraising. Ask people in your community make them aware of the need of the American Cancer Society. But each and every one of you has a unique circle of influence that only you have. Look at your people in your network. Is there somebody that's a gamer and that maybe you could connect them to the Gamers versus Cancer platform? Maybe there's a bunch of wild and crazy guys in your community that would grow their beards out and be part of our Grow Nation platform. The American Cancer Society has a huge portfolio of a variety of different fundraising platforms. We need more people. We need more people like you. We need people to stand in the gap. People don't buy based on what we do or how we do it. They buy based on why. Share your compelling why with people in your community. Make them aware of the need. Ask them to stand in the gap. Help us make connections to build this army for this life-saving research. I cannot thank you enough from the bottom of my heart for everything that you're doing right now. I know this is a difficult time, but we need you more than ever. Hi, my name is Kelly.
All right. Amazing co-volunteer, fellow volunteer to you guys. I'll add just a little bit here. That gap that we're talking about with the American Cancer Society, you know, we've taken a huge hit this year, no doubt about it. It's been challenging. We've pivoted, we've done all these things. We've transitioned to the virtual platforms. But when we talk about this gap is not due to this community right here. You guys are surpassing what almost everybody else is doing around the country by getting so close to the goal, and we still have time to fundraise towards that goal. Other events are getting canceled. The ELTs are leaving the table. You know, they're raising 20, 30% of what they did. And our event, just because of you guys and this amazing community, all coming together, our new teams, our returning teams, you guys have done an incredible job this year, and I appreciate it as a staff member, but mostly I appreciate it as a survivor. And I thank you, and I can't thank you enough. I'm so proud to work with this group of people in this community. And now I'm going to hand it over to Allison and Sally.
My turn. So first, I just wanted to, I have a funny story, but I still want to acknowledge Caroline, Sophie, Simone, Max, the high school students. I mean, incredible. So you guys are going to love this story. I don't know if you knew my husband, but when he was diagnosed, the doctor introduced himself and said, "Hi, Mr. Longyear." and Rick said, "Oh," he said, "Well, you might not remember me. I had long blue hair and I was 6 inches shorter." He happened to have been a student in his biology class. And of the 4, so when you're in biology class, you sit around it, well, not now, but you sit around a table with 3 other people, and 3 of the 4 guys with whom this student sat all became doctors. And so I am just so proud of, again, Sophie, Simone, Caroline, Max, all of you for jumping in and doing this. We need more of you. Really important. And we have heard, of course, so much about cancer these last couple of weeks. We've lost a number of important people to it. We will continue to lose it. But why we're here, of course, is there are so many survivors. And again, we are here because we want more survivors. We want more people to have their birthdays. I do also want to take this time to thank, to thank my rock star, to thank Allison, who had endless energy, never gave up, brought us all together, and made this event happen. Serious. I mean, of course, with help, but no, she's the one. So I just wanted to thank her. Yeah. Okay. I could talk forever, but I think maybe we want to go home. Thank you for being part of this event, you guys. Thank you so much for showing up.
We'll play a song to send you guys off. And if you'd like to stick around and chat afterwards, we'll hang out for a little bit, answer any questions. But the thanks and the appreciation is so genuine, and we can't thank you enough. Thank you again, everybody. And remember, hope will always prevail. Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you. Great relay, everybody.
You.
Oh, it was